All right. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostle LGMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. And through the spirit, I just want to do a response, to this conspiracy theory, madness that's being pushed out here, because what you have, is other camps, other so-called leaders of Israel, instead of dealing with really what's going on, instead of, being diligent, and warning the people, of what to do in these times, they're coming, with this slander of conspiracy theory, which is a slander made by Esau Edom, to discredit, people, that would discover, all right, Esau's secrets, man. You see, so they're using the tactic, of Esau Edom, the wicked, to discredit, what the men of the Lord are saying, man, what the watchmen, all right, of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI are saying, man. So I'm start off at 2 Timothy 3:16, and it says, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, man. You see, so the scripture, all right, is given, for instruction, man. It's for doctrine, the correct doctrine, all right, because we bag everything we say up, all right, in our doctrine with precepts, man, with scripture, for reproof, for correction, something might be did wrong, amongst brothers, and brothers bring out the scripture, to correct, all right, what was done, man, or show, how a brother was going off through the scriptures, man. You see, and the main part, this lesson is for instruction, man. You see, so we in the time where our people need instruction, man. All right, the believers, the followers of YAHAWASHI need instruction, man, during these times, man. Not a smear campaign, not just throwing something out there, conspiracy theory, then leave it at that. People need instructions, man. You got people that's in all different situations, man. All right, you got people, being laid off, people, jobs are essential, so they still working. You have some of our people, that are in a position, they don't know whether or not to buy food or not, or, they got all different scenarios going on. All right, you got the vaccinations, getting ready to be made mandatory. You got the digital dollar, you got the stimulus package out here. There's a lot of things in motion, man. You see, and the only way you'll be able to give proper instructions is have knowledge of what's going on in the practical, man. You see, and the scriptures, when you go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 verse 15, it says, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small, man. So the scriptures promote you to have a knowledge of what's going on, all right, around you, man, to be aware, man, to be circumspect, man. All right, the scriptures tell you that, man. Matter of fact, let's get that, man. Let's get that word wise, man. You see, we in the time to be circumspect and knowing what's going on around us, man, not to be ignorant in the small or great thing, man. So we should know, all right, what the devil is planning to do, man. We should know the propaganda that he's pushing, man. We should be able to see, understand, all right, the devices of Satan, man. You see, and how do we do that, man? By keeping up what's going on, man. The Lord created these different truthers and alternative news sites, which, a lot of them are bought and paid for, but they do, give some information that can be useful to the body, man. You see? And for its prophecy, man, for the times that we in, man. So we take the meat, pick out the bones, and filter it through the scriptures and bring it out to the body, all right, to inform the body, man. You see? So when you go to Ephesians chapter 5. All right, start at verse 15. It says, "See then ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise," man. So Ephesians 5:15, all right, is telling us to walk circumspectly, which means to be aware, to be diligently aware, man. All right, and how do you be diligently aware, man? You're looking into things, man. You know, you're seeing, all right, what's going on around you, man. You know, you're watching what the devil is up to, man. You know, this is the enemy. So how can we warn our people of the enemy if we don't know what he got going on, man? You see, that don't make any sense. No, but you go into this word, wise, all right, in the Hebrew. I mean, it's like in the Greek, it's sophos.
Strong's G 4680. Sophos.
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 All right. And what I want to get to, it says, this is the main definition. It says forming the best plans and using the best means for their execution, man. You know, instruction. And how do you be able to instruct people without knowledge, all right, of what's going on, all right, in the practical world, man? You see, how do you instruct people if you don't know what the enemy is up to, man? You know, how is he going to implement this mark of the beast, man? How is he going to what kind of pitch, you know, he gonna throw out to the people, man? Because the scriptures say he gonna deceive many, man. You know, if so, that he will deceive the very elect, man. So this devil finna be real crafty, you know, and pushing his agenda, man. You know, well, people are gonna be begging, all right, for his solution, man. You see? And how do we instruct our people, you know, on what not to do and what to do, man? You know, we don't have no knowledge of what's going on, man. You know, if we don't know anything about ID 2020, man. If we don't know anything, all right, about this stimulus package, man. If we don't know anything about the vaccinations, you know, that they plan to make mandatory, man. You see? If we don't know anything about the RFID infrastructure getting ready to roll out, man, how can we instruct, man, and come up with the best plan according to the scriptures and execute it, man? You see? Come on, man. All right, so you let's go from there. You know, and we're gonna get an example, you know, in the scriptures, man. You know, because they use that word conspiracy theory, you know, as if it's a derogatory term, man. Like as if it's, you know, it means that you this mad scientist, you know, in the basement, you know, got books everywhere, you up all night, you know, reading these books and taking adventures, you know, to deep caves, you know, in the middle of nowhere, you know, and finding signs on the wall. No, man. You know, that's the image that they portray you, man. That's what Esau has portrayed that to be, you know, with his media, man, with his movies, man. You know? Alright. So when you go to 2 Kings chapter 6, alright, and this is an account with Elisha. Now, alright, so you had, you know, Syria at war with the northern kingdom, you know, so this what happened. This is an account. This is 2 Kings 6 and 8. Then the king of Syria warred against Israel and took counsel with his servants, saying, in such and such place shall be my camp. You know, so you had the king of Syria warring against Israel, and he took counsel with his servant, all right, saying, in such and such a place shall be my camp. All right, they plan, you know, to hide out, you know, and ambush, you know, the northern kingdom, man. Now let's go to this word counsel in the Hebrew, all right, and it's yatazayim. I believe that's yatazayim. All right, and it says to advise, to consult, to give counsel, to purpose, to devise, to plan. All right, and it's gonna jump to the point. It says to conspire. All right, so the king of Israel was conspiring. Like the king of Syria was conspiring against the armies of Israel, man. You see, he was conspiring, man. So let's read the rest of the account and see what's happened, man. You know, it says, and the man of the Most High, all right, which is Elisha, it says, sent unto the king of Israel, saying, beware that thou pass not such a place, for till the Syrians are come down. And the king of Israel, all right, so Elisha, you know, is telling the king of Israel, look, don't go by that way. You know, they plan the ambush on you, man. You know, don't go through that way. You know, so would that make Elisha a conspiracy theory? You know, because the king of Syria was conspiring, you know, but Elisha told him, the king of Israel, don't go by that way. You know, and that's what we telling our people. Don't go by that way. Don't take the vaccination. Don't take the chip, man. You know, all right. Don't bow down to the image of the beast, man. You know, be ready to lose your life. All right, rather than take the chip, man. You know, that's what we telling our people, man. Gird up thy loins in this time, man. You know, we gonna be tested. You know, and that's what we're telling our people, man. You know. And it says, and the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of the Most High told him and warned him of, and saved him there not once nor twice, man. So people were saved by the information that Elisha gave, man. All right, a lot of people were saved, man. The same way that we're doing, man. You see? Matter of fact, let's go from there. 2 Timothy. Probably 4 and probably 1 Timothy. All right. Come on, man. You know, because even YAHAWASHI, when he prayed for the disciples, you know, the teachers, you know, he prayed for them and also those that will hear him, man. You know, so when you go to 1 Timothy 4:16, it said, take heed to thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. You see, people are listening. All right, you have believers that are listening. All right, and waiting on instructions, man. You know, we be waiting on instruction for certain things, man. You know, on how to move in certain situations, man. We watch, you know, videos in the spirit to have it, you know, because it'll be a question that be on a lot of brothers' spirit, you know, then the spirit will bring it out, you know, through brothers, you know, mainly you have the apostles and elders, and then you have the elder brothers under them, and the spirit will bring it out on how to move, man. You know, it'll confirm it in the spirit on how to move, man. And that's what we're doing, man, telling our people how to move, man. You know, so we save ourselves and save those that hear us, man. You know, through what? The information that we have, man. The knowledge that we have, man. You know, and filtering it all through the scriptures, man. Confirming the knowledge that we have and the things that we research and go into. We confirm that through the scriptures, man. You know, filter it through the scriptures and bring it out for our people to know how to move in these times, man. You see? So let's go back to 2 Kings 6, it said, therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing, and he called his servants and said unto them, will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel? So you had the king of Syria pissed, and he was like, look, which one of you niggas sold out, man? You know, which one of you niggas is committed treason, man? You know, and has gave up information to the opposition, man. You know? And it says, verse 12, and this is how they replied to him. And one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. You know? So how the secrets, all right, of the king of Syria, all right, was revealed to Elisha, you know, as if Elisha was in the king of Syria's bedchamber, man. And that's how this is playing out today, man. All right, we're telling the plans of the elites as if we was in the council with them, man. And the Lord got the spirit doing that, man. YAHAWASHI is putting that together, man. You know, so why we not gonna speak on that, man? You know, and another thing, Jake does that because Jake lazy, man. Jake don't want to be no real watchman, man, because a watchman is a job, man. You see, brothers are you know, on their lunch breaks reading and researching and bringing things out on their break. You know, in the morning they wake up, you know, brothers on the work listening to news, man. You know, different things, man. Brothers is working, man. You see, and Jake don't want to work, man. See, Jake just want to throw out trust in God, you know, and drop the mic, man. Jake lazy, man. You know, if we had to depend on Jake, all right, for real, you know, if we had to actually depend on these guys, we'd be through, man. You know, because a lot of wars are won by information, man. You see, information changes the game, you know, when you come into war, man. You see? And this is a spiritual war. And we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, man. Spiritual wickedness in high places. So wouldn't it behoove us to understand the mindset of this spiritual wickedness that's in high places, man? You know? Information is very important during time of war, man. You know? And the Lord put the spirit on brothers to search things out, to find things out, man. You know? To uncover Esau Edom, man. Make them bear, man. You know? Because at the end of the day, when you go to Isaiah 62 and 6, it said, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. So the Lord has set up watchmen, man. You know, and the watchman, like I say, it's a very diligent job, man. You know, you always on the lookout, man. All right, what are we supposed to watch, man? If the Lord set us up as watchmen, what are we watching, man? We supposed to go outside and look in the air, you know, and the cloud form a picture, you know. What are we supposed to be watching, man? You know? And it says, we shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, man. And once we get whiff of these things, we keeping not silence, man. We're constantly exposing this devil, man. Constantly, all right, watching this devil, man. You know, and see what angle he trying to come from, man, and letting the people know, man. You know, hey, a lot of people, you know, are going to be burnt in nuclear destruction because of lack of information, man. You see, lack of information is very critical, you know, within anything, man. You know, even when you go to Isaiah 5 and 13, what does it say? It says, therefore my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge. All right? They have no knowledge, man. You see? And their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst, man. You see, and these guys are famished, man. They dried up. You see, that's why they have that dry message, trusting God. You know, then they don't really push YAHAWASHI. You see? But because of lack of knowledge, we in captivity, man. You see? The lack of knowledge, man, is hey, our people need to know things, man. You see? Esau has had us confused for centuries, man. All right, all over the place, man. You know, calling ourselves after two Edomites, man. African American, man. You see? Confused as hell, man, through. So now that we have this knowledge, man, we exposing everything, man, and we bringing this knowledge out, man. The scripture say, knowledge shall increase, man. You know, the Lord made it where we can get information, all right, from a search from Google, man. You know, or brothers get different books, you know, and find certain things, man. The Lord put that together, man. You know, for a reason, man. You see, when you go to let's go get YAHAWASHI, you know, because we was even commanded by YAHAWASHI to do what, man? You know, this is Matthew 26 and 41. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. So YAHAWASHI told us to watch and pray, man. Watch and pray for what? You know, what are we supposed to watch, man? You know, we can end it here. This second Ezra 9:1. And it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. All right, so how do we see these signs, man? How do we know about World War III and you know how intense, you know, the fighting is over there in that region, man? What do we watch to see that, man? You know, what are we watching to see? All right, martial law, all right, gradually, you know, taking place in America, man. Where do we watch and see that sign, man? Because all these are signs that we're commanded to watch. you know, to understand how close we are to the second coming of YAHAWASHI. You know, so where do we go and watch those things, man? You know, it doesn't make any sense. You know, but I say, the Lord is using men to deceive, and He using men to edify, man. You know, and I pray I stay with the men that's wholeheartedly, you know, in the business of edification, man. You know, so that was the point. You know, I hope brothers and sisters edified. Once again, I'm giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostle, LGMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the whole elect. Shalom.